Welcome back to a Thirsty Thursday with Blake and Noah. How are you doing, Noah?
Dude, I'm doing well, man. It's been quite a long week for me, both with the occupation and with sort of ramping everything up to get towards the holidays. It's been a long, long week. What about
Yeah.
yourself? No propane
I
on you, I hope.
no, no. I just donated blood today, but
Hey, I am so happy to hear you do that. That's amazing. I haven't
today
donated blood in a long time, but that's really something that's very important for people to do. So I'm proud of you for doing that.
today was actually my 30th time. So
Holy cannoli.
yeah, I've been doing this about for 4 years now. So
Wow. What's your reasoning? Or not what's your reasoning, but like why
I
do you do
just
that?
I just felt like I wanted to do something, like to give something, and I just looked at stuff, and giving blood was one of the things I could do. And Dayton has a very good blood center,
Yeah.
and and the nice part is my mom does it with me, so
Gotcha.
we do it as a pair. So
And then you get a burger afterwards, right?
yes, a big burger at Lucky's. If you, I think I took you to Lucky's after we talked to Gnarly, the
Oh.
little hole in the
Oh
wall.
yeah, 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 yeah. That burger
Yeah.
was pretty
So
good
yeah.
for
So
sure.
yeah.
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 Cool.
I love those little hole in the wall bars. You know the food's gonna be good.
Yeah. So we've got some really interesting stuff to talk about tonight. And I'll let you do the majority of the leading, but let's start off by talking about what we're drinking.
So tonight is a stout night.
It is a stout night.
And mine's barrel aged. It's a Axis Mundi by Mad Tree. Um, I don't think they make this anymore. It was a really good beer. When I got this beer, they had four different years. I forget what year this one is. Oh wow, this was bottled in 2015.
Oh
So it's been
wow.
yeah. So it's been in the bottle for a very long time.
Little Noah had just graduated from college in 2015.
Oh, and that was Crown Packaging still. So,
Happy days.
but yes,
That's fun. I am drinking a Kentucky bourbon barrel,
ooh,
their Imperial Milk Stout. I'm
that's a
about,
very good beer.
I mean, yeah, it's not bad at all. I'm not a huge stout person. In fact, Whiskey Rebellion and Dark Charge, the two beer release parties that we went to in consecutive years, those are really the only stouts that I've tried. And as far as I'm concerned, Blake, we did not start off poorly with my repertoire for
No, no,
stouts.
absolutely
So
not. I think when it comes to stouts and barrel aged around us, we're very spoiled.
yeah, you think that's a thing for Ohioans or like Midwest? Where do you think the good beer or the good stouts stop?
I well, I mean, I've had some good stuff from St. Louis too.
Well,
So I mean,
yeah, of course you have.
but
Everything from
I
St.
think
Louis is amazing.
I think for Cincinnati Dayton in particular, I know we talked a little bit with John, but I really deep down think it's because we're so close to Kentucky.
Okay.
That gives, I mean,
Yeah, no,
that's
that
where all
makes
the good
sense.
bourbon barrels come from.
Sure.
Now, bourbon can be made anywhere, they say in the United States, but deep down, I know Kentucky is where it's at.
Right, gotcha, gotcha. Well, so okay, let's talk a little bit about the beer release that we went to, and it's hard to tease it too much because we don't want to give everything away from our debut for season 2 with Warped Wing. But go ahead and tell. Let's go ahead and let's talk. Sorry, let's talk about the Warped Wing experience that we got to be a part of.
Besides my phone dying, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no. It was such a fun day. Oh my god. I mean, I thought Dark Charge was fun last year, but this was. I think this might have topped what we did last year by far. Just with the access we had and being able to talk to everybody and the amount of chocolate that chocolate peanut butter we that Eric stole a lot of from me.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to your beer, I
I
guess. I
know.
don't know. But no, I had a lot of fun as well. I think so highly of the Warped Wing people, and it's so easy to sound like a cheerleader for whoever we talk to each week. But I mean, I really enjoy talking to both Nick and to John. So the fact that they were willing to have us in for another time was amazing, and we had a great time.
Yeah.
And we drank Really good beer. I mean, the amaretto whiskey was so good too, not just the PB Crunch.
Yeah, and the 7 year is good too. I'm holding on to that as long as I can. I
Oh
thought
yeah.
about debuting it tonight, but I was like, I can't do that yet.
So yeah, so you bought just that beer or did you
And
buy a
I had a
second?
peanut butter too, but it didn't
Okay.
last. It got drank the night I got home. So
Understood.
so oh,
Understood.
I had a rough after I left you.
Uh-oh.
No,
Why?
because I had to sit in the AT&T for about an hour trying to get a phone through.
Oh, that can't be
That's
a
not
fun way
no,
to spend
it's not
your
it's not it's not a fun
to
process.
spend
It's
your
not
buzz.
really.
Yeah, that
You
doesn't
think
sound fun.
how much they bring phones out? You think it would be a faster process, but it's never a fast process.
Yeah, especially I feel like whenever like you need something that takes the longest time.
And because my mom was in still under my I was still under my mom's contract, and I didn't feel like dragging her out, and that's why I changed numbers and just started my own account because I
Did you
just
really? Oh my
yes.
gosh, good for you. I'm still under my mom's account.
Hey,
I'm not trying to pay that $80 a month, man. Come on.
hey, I got a new watch. It was free with the phone, so
Well, you'll never be late now. That's amazing.
no, and I can text with it now too.
Oh boy. It's not an iPhone, so it's not an Apple Watch.
It's
Is it one of
Pixel 6.
those
It's a Pixel 8, but
ah,
when you bought the phone, you could get a free watch with it. So,
gotcha, gotcha. Cool, cool. That's exciting. I'm excited for you.
but no, with the dark, no, not dark charge. Whiskey Rebellion. It was just I still can't get over the day we had. I mean, I'm still riding that high of
Yeah.
what everything we did.
Yeah, I mean we sort of walked in with not really sure what was going to happen, but it ended up pretty well, I thought.
Hmm.
What
But
was your favorite talking point?
oh boy, um, outside we know he's related to Urban Chestnut. Bowman is, but
Yeah.
that's free. But no, it's just their stories on Warped Wing and with the UD Flyers. I mean, that's so and how much Warped Wing Ray gives back to Dayton. What
Yeah, I thought that was one of the coolest moments too, was when they were talking about community intimacy, which is a term that I had never heard before, but I think it really is a cool idea to sort of, be proud of where you are. And my mom has always said, bloom where you're planted. And I feel like I try really hard to do things for the community and be a part of the community that I'm a part of. But it's really cool to see a a business like Warped Wing like truly delve themselves into the community around them and help support, with the history and when we were talking about the earthquakes and the all the different disasters, the natural disasters like the tornadoes, not the earthquakes, I'm sorry,
I was
and
about to
all
say, I
those
don't think
different
we had an
things,
earthquake.
all of those things that they have participated in is truly an incredible thing, I think, for any business to be able to do. So that was what I took the most away from, was trying to be more intimate with the community. I think that's a really cool thing to want to do.
And I know it's just not Warped Wing because I know like many breweries do a lot for their communities. Even like the brewery in Troy Moeller, every Tuesday they do like a 10 or 20%. They bring some certain group in, and 10 or 20% goes to them. It's if it's with Troy High School or Miami East or some other little thing. And I know like some beers that Third Eye comes out with some money, some of the proceeds, some of the beers they make will go. So that's one thing I love about the craft community. They always seem open to helping people. Like when it was that Dayton Strong beer, I don't know if you ever had it when the tornadoes
I
came
don't
through.
think I have had it, but I've heard of it. I think you were a fan of it, right?
Yeah, all the Dayton brewers was sent this package of how to make this beer, and they all made it for that, and all. I think 50% of the proceeds went to like the relief fund, and then when the shooting happened, I mean,
Right. Yeah, no, I mean it's really cool and it definitely like made me excited to be a part of that conversation and to just even be sharing the same room with these with people who are doing so much for other people. That's obviously where like my heartstrings start strumming a tune, so I
I
was
think
happy.
another thing I enjoy was just when we were doing the interaction with the fans. That was kind of cool and different perspective. I never even thought I would enjoy, but I actually really did enjoy that.
Yeah, we got lucky with the ones we ended up talking to
Yes.
because they had been fans for a long time, like since they started. So I feel like I picked a decent person to talk to.
Yeah, I was trying to. My mom's friend that's she teaches with was there. I was gonna try to pull him in, but he already left before I could get a chance to ask him because I'm sure
Mm,
he would done it too.
yeah. That's okay. We can't all get winners all the time.
I know.
Otherwise, we wouldn't know when people are winning.
Hey, the St. Louis Cardinals do a good job at picking stuff recently, so
I disagree, actually. I was really, really hoping we would go for Yoshiba Yamamoto, but that didn't happen.
no. I, but
I
at least
think,
we got Yachty back,
unfortunately,
huh?
unfortunately, I think the friendship between Yamamoto and Lars Nootbaar only goes so far.
Yeah,
But oh well, this isn't a baseball podcast. Don't even get me started.
I know. I love talking about different things. That's what this happy hour is about. If you're listening and want to join us, we talk about everything.
And we do our worst Japanese impressions by saying
Yes.
Yamamoto.
I don't think we'll be invited to a Japanese brewery anytime soon because of that. I'm kidding.
Well, if they want to fly us out to Tokyo, I would go in a heartbeat.
Yeah, me too. I'm not even sure. I'm sure they have breweries, but you never really hear about them. That would be kind of
Oh,
interesting.
well, we don't speak Japanese. That's why we never speak about them.
Right. Well, I know
But no,
about
I mean, I think
Japanese.
that they have sake.
Yeah, and Japanese rice lager. I think that's a thing. I've seen them in
Oh, I
different
don't know
breweries.
about rice lager, to be honest, but I also don't know a lot about a lot of the world.
No, but
What else did you want to talk about? Were there any other big releases that happened in the area that you know of?
like I know Black Friday there was a ton of stuff that came out. Like
Okay.
like outside Bourbon County, which is that's the number one, but they're not really craft. But I know like Grainworks released an Oreo beer. Lister,
Ooh, that sounds like it would be very popular in Ohio.
yeah. Then Lebanon had a barrel release. Brink Brewing had a barrel release. There, these past next 2 or 3 weeks, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out.
Okay. Can you give us an advance warning on any of them?
I don't know. I'm trying to look into more of because I know Third Eye should be close with their double astral, but I haven't seen anything on it yet.
Mm,
But that's one of my other favorite ones.
yeah. And so we've been talking about the Warped Wing podcast, but you spoke with Ailmatic the other day. Talk to us a little bit about that one.
It they're Illumatic will. I love all breweries, but Illumatic will always have a special place in my heart because I don't know. It's just even though they're not my local brewery in Troy, they're only like 15 minutes away, and they're always been very good to my not only me to my parents and but we talked about a lot about like their early days and oh hi girl
Love
Sriracha.
it when a cat joins the podcast.
Yeah,
Where's mine? Where's my cat?
but it's just I can't wait for you. To be honest, I really can't wait for to have you and Eric both there because I know you guys are gonna enjoy them.
Yeah, I'm
It's
excited about it, and I think that also I'm excited to talk to them because they're minority owned, which is exciting because they'll be the first minority owned business that we've ever had on the podcast. So
yes,
that's exciting.
but you know when I talked to him about it, he was he seemed good about it, but he says really at the end of the day, uh, he was like the most important thing is how does my beer taste. That's his mindset,
Well,
and
I mean, obviously that should be the mindset of every brewer, right? Or every everyone who makes anything, they should just try and make sure that their content is good enough. Like that's,
Yeah.
whenever I
I
make a
mean that the
podcast,
you
I
know.
try and make sure that it sounds as good as possible. So I think, of course, but I mean, I think the fact that, we had that conversation with Warped Wing about how the majority of craft beer is, you know, white guys. It's impressive that it's
Mhm.
a bunch of non-white people drinking beer or making beer and selling it, and I think that that's something that needs to be applauded and more people need to be aware of.
Mhm. Because I'm pretty sure Esoteric is one too.
Oh yeah, I mean they live so close. That would be
Yeah.
the easiest show for us to be able to do.
And like I said, I'm going to really try hard. We talked about it last year, but Yellow Springs. I want to talk to their brewer, and if Urban Artifact ever comes around, I would love to have them on too.
Yeah, we've got a couple of big boys on our list still to talk to,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think. I
and
mean,
big girls.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we haven't even. I don't think we felt like we've tapped into everything yet, and
No,
and
no,
that's the exciting
definitely.
part of what we do is that there's not that limited of things we can go talk to either in person or on here. So,
Right, for sure, for sure.
which I my preference will always be going there because it's a better experience.
Oh yeah,
Outside drinking the beer, but you really get to see the place and just have a conversation face to face.
yeah, for sure. Cool. Was there anything else you wanted to talk to? Anything else you wanted to chat about?
I don't know. You?
I don't think I have anything, man. It's been, a solid conversation. We can end it here if you'd like and pick back up where we started next week, hopefully with Eric.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's what we should do is try Eric with us, and that's when we bring someone else on.
Yeah,
Get the
yeah,
three,
sounds
get the three of us built.
that sounds great. That sounds great. All right. Do you want to close out or can I?
I'll let you close out. I opened.
Oh boy. All right, let me just get the old recording. Let me just get it all easy out here.
Hey, do we have a date on that Warped Wing yet? Do you have you put a date on there yet?
I do actually have a date for it. It's January 10th, I think. I think
Okay.
it's like it's one of the double digit days of January. If you want, I can wait and go here and look it up. But it's in
Okay.
our publication page,
Because I know people on here is
just
dying to hear it, so I wasn't.
waiting for it to come out. I know. It's the most dramatic thing that I've ever done with my life. All right. It will come out 1/10/24.
All right.
So, yeah, just tell them to hold on for the 10th. Until then, anyone who enjoys this video will certainly enjoy the Brewery Explorers podcast that we have a full season out currently that you can find by searching either Blake the Brewery Explorer or the Brewery Explorer podcast. Both of those searching tools work. But that's our podcast, and we really appreciate you watching all
And, th-
18 minutes and 55 seconds of Thirsty Thursdays with Noah and Blake. Cheers.
yes, and also don't forget to check out my beer advent calendar
Oh my gosh.
videos
I
as
completely
well.
forgot. I edited 2 of those today. How could I have forgotten? See, this is why you should have closed this out, Blake.
I know.
But
Well, I was just gonna fill in wherever you left off. So
gotcha. Okay, well, I have my
that
glass here. Cheers, buddy.
cheers.